Hello, everybody. Hi, that was probably really loud in your ear holes. Hi, welcome. I am DM Dan. Welcome to Explorers of Elsewhere Live, Tales from Elsewhere. Greetings. Hi. We were last here a fortnight ago. We being me, DM Dan, and Nate, Livy, Georgia, Dan, and Theo. Hello, 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 hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Hello.
How are you all doing? You all good?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Good.
Amazing. Yeah, I'm excited for tonight. This is the third live stream.
Yeah.
This is the third live stream of the current Tale 4 Dragonwrath. We have it's been a bit of an adventure, a bit of a journey already for you all.
Smooth sailing.
Smooth sailing indeed. Yeah, you have you've been summoned by an Archmagister elected within the capital city of Avermore to perform to accompany him on a mission to the volcanic wastelands of Merethesos. You dutifully followed, and you fought some dragon spawn, and then you found a temple to one of the betrayer gods, Naravid, the Doomsayer. You did a little spelunking, both through the temple and through time, it would seem. You were thrust into an arcane manifestation of a mana memory mana, something like that. Some choices were made in the past, and now you have you managed to kind of break free of the memory, return to the present, and wouldn't you know it, the wizard was a bad un. Who would have thunk that the wizard would turn out to be a baddie? But he has absconded with the magical artifact that he seemed very interested in, and he has left you stranded in a temple that appears to be precariously positioned over a lavery caldera, and everything is shaken. So, with that said, are there any other? There is a shout out. There is a little shout out I want to do before we go into the intro, because one of us, it might not be me, is doing a live stream on Saturday. Actually, quite a few of us are actually part of the live stream. So Nate, why don't you tell us why we should tune back in on Saturday?
Yeah, so on YouTube still, so if people don't know, me and my partner Chris, we run a comic festival called Pride Comic Art Festival. We're not doing it this year, but we've decided to raise a bit of money for charity. We're going to do a 12-hour live stream, and it's going to be about comics and queerness and all sorts, but we've also got DM Dan and like a couple of others who you may recognize coming on and playing a round of Thirsty Sword Lesbians, which I'm really looking forward to, which should be really fun. Theo and Georgia will also be joining me for some drawing Doctor Who monsters, and people may turn up again throughout the day. So yeah, go on to PrideCaf CAF on Instagram and on Blue Sky. The schedule's all there, where to go, where to donate, and we're donating all of our funds to AKT, which is a homelessness charity dedicated for LGBTQ young people, and that's a nationwide charity. So we're really excited. It's the first time we've done it. We're going to see how it goes.
It's going to be a blast. It's going to be a blast. Cool. Yeah. So I'll drop some details of that in the description during the break. But yeah, it's going to be a good time for all. Speaking of good times for all, shall we crack on?
Let's do it.
All across the unknown world, rediscovery pushes ever onwards to find the lands and people lost. All thanks to our brave explorers.
Hi, I'm Dan, and I'm playing Vanya, the Wolfkin Warrior.
Hey, I'm Livy. I'm going to be playing Rayri, the Sprite Ranger.
Hi, my name's Theo, and I'm playing Cal, the Sangvar Guardian.
I'm Georgia, and I will be playing Alfric Stormhorn, a Dragon Scent Bard.
Hi, I'm Nate, and I'm playing Azakar, a Majani Seraph.
And my name is DM Dan, the GM in these adventures. The further we go, the more we learn of these magical tales from elsewhere. Okie dokie. And so we find the 5 of you in a suspiciously quiet, but not for long. So we find you in the ruined temple of the dragon known as the Doomsayer, Naravid. A temple built into the face of a mountain of the Merethosi mountain range. Having recently been kind of retransported here through arcane means, thanks to whatever kind of arcane contraption the wizard Gannis was using. The smell of the sulphurous the sulphurous stench coming from the magma below mixes with that kind of sharp, acrid, kind of zingy taste almost of ozone, as the motes of Gannis's teleportation spell sort of like disperse through the air around you, but somewhat worryingly, the whole temple appears to be shaking, and it is growing more and more violent by the moment. Cal, you are, the 5 of you are in the middle of the room, stood on the kind of broken and ruined mechanics of the what you now know was once a large kind of arcane astrolabe that plotted the celestial movements of the celestial bodies of the elsewhere setting. And now that you've returned, Cal, you have just kind of leapt forward to grab Alfric, who's rematerialized, not entirely on solid ground, but as you've caught the dragon scent and pulled him towards you. Azakar and Vanya, you're looking off to the northeast, to the spot that where Gannis once was. Let's do a little check-in. Flash in the pan, what's Azakar's reaction and temperament in this exact moment? What's he feeling?
He is fuming. Absolutely fuming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely fuming. Rayri, where's Rayri's head at as this, like, how does the concept of being in a potentially active volcano make you feel right now?
Oh, yeah, it's a bit scary. But, we did a good job. We got out, we turned back time, and now we're back. So
everything was great. Everything was great.
We did exactly what we'd planned. So I think maybe it's just like, oh, here we go again.
Having just been caught and pulled to safety, pulled from the grips of a very toasty bath, how's Alfric feeling?
Oh, just blind panic. Just panic from the word go. Panic all the way through that crazy dream sequence, and now more panic on top of that. He's having a wonderful time.
Okay. Cal, where's Cal's head at?
He's in a similar place to Azakar. He is absolutely furious and just still processing fury. Mm-hmm. Like him reaching for Alfric was like a kind of automatic motion. Didn't even think about it because all his brain was just burning with emotions. He's so angry. Okay, because certainly without the wizard was your ticket home. So as you realise you're stranded. Vanya, lastly, what's going through Vanya's head?
First of all, the very first thing that happens is he just punches the ground because just to let out that initial frustration of fury of being betrayed, mm-hmm. and seeing this unfold. But after unleashing that frustration, his animal instincts kick in, and it's like, we're stranded, we need to go, we need to find somewhere safe. And he's smelling the ozone smells, and he's smelling the lava and the bubbling, and he's hearing these sounds. He's like, we need to go now.
Well, as you're crouched down with your fists still sort of flat with the ground, like as your head whips up to look to sort of like where the escape is, and like from what you've gathered, the only route of escape is immediately behind you from basically the way you came. You hear like a deep rumbling. Like you hear a deep rumbling, but more importantly, you feel it under your knuckles. And as you glance down, you realise that the ground beneath you is beginning to crack. And there's not really a moment to wager whether it was you punching it or not before the foundations under your feet crumble and give way and drop the 5 of you, or 6 of you including Vinny the Hound, drop you some 30-40 feet directly down.
Oh.
And as you land, like the first things you feel are the searing heat of what you imagine is proximity to magma. And like Alfric, as you sort of like roll over and put a hand down, like your hand, the palm of your hand, your soft violin playing hand is singed by the sheer heat of what appears to be a magma crust that you have landed on. And as the 5 of you stand up and peer around, you find yourself in what appears to be a small magma, well, a relatively large magma pocket. And looking up, you can see that like at the edges of this small cavern, the magma kind of, well, the walls slope back up to encompass the hole in what is effectively the ceiling, where the temple was. But as you look around, who's got a presence of at least +1?
Me.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, not presence. I meant instinct. That's what I meant.
Instinct, yep.
I'm a charming.
Yes.
I don't know what that helps in this point of view, but no,
Okay.
I'm also got a +2 instinct.
Okay.
Yep.
So in which case, yeah, Cal and Alfric, as you kind of help each other up, Azakar, Vanier, and Rayri, like you pick yourselves up and wonder how you're going to get out of this situation when you feel another rumbling underfoot. And I'd like everyone to make me a agility reaction roll, please.
Okay.
Just double checking.
Mine was a crit.
Do that.
Okay. So we've got a 23, a 13, an 18, a 17, and a 21. I believe it's just...
Got a crit too.
But Azakar got a crit. So.
Oh, was it a crit? It was a crit.
Me and Ascar both got
Oh, God, both of you got
all
crits.
the crits used for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
All the crits that you'll ever need. Okay, in which case, certainly, well, all of you managed to jump backwards just in time as the ground underneath your feet cracks in at least a 15 feet diameter hole directly into the bubbling magma, and bursting from the lava underfoot emerges this long worm-like creature with a hardened rock metallic type hide, a circular draw of teeth in its maw, and as it looms out of the lava, let's give you a cheeky little picture, shall we?
He can go away.
As
He can go back.
as this large kind of lava worm bursts out of the ground, who's got a intellect of at least +1? I believe it's just Alfric.
I think that's me.
Okay.
We're all stupid.
You're all stupid. Maybe I will give this to Vanya as well, given that you are a monster culinarian. But
I've eaten one of these before.
you reckon? Well, Vanya, you know, perhaps from experience, Alfric, you know from book reading, that this creature is a Skullmaga, which is a lava. It's a creature that primarily lives in magma and hunts via vibration. But as it bursts out of the ground, and it lets out a noise at you, spewing flecks of burning rock from its maw, I think we'll jump into initiative. It did not surprise you, so who wants to go first?
Go on, Vanya.
Go on, Vanya.
Go on.
You know you want to.
We all know that a monster makes Vanya happy. Seeing this happen and seeing where we kind of are at this moment in time, all Vanya can really do at this moment is... so my gauntlets produce like a wind/ice type magic. So flavorfully, I'm planning with, as I'm trying to punch this creature, I'm trying to hopefully slow it down a little bit or cool it down. Because I don't think trying to, I think that's just going to be my best bet. So yeah, Vanya, like, gleaming with a bit of excitement and from all the adrenaline of everything that's happening, is like, you'll be my punching bag then, and just goes in for a lunge.
Okay. In which case, as it sort of like, as its body kind of whips up and kind of flicks like a large living whip, make your attack.
Amazing. I am worried he might be quite hardy, so I might. Where's my details? That's it. Can I spend a hope to add to my experience thrill of the hunt?
Sure.
Thank you. So that brings me down to 3 hope, which I'll amend in a second, but I'm just going to do my roll first. This is Primal Gauntlets. No, I need to do the dice roller first.
Also, Nate, while we're waiting, if you want to roll your prayer dice,
Thanks, Dan.
You're gonna need them.
I'm gonna need them.
This is with +6. So I got a 16 with hope.
16 with hope hits.
I'm gonna take a Slayer die instead of taking a hope on that, so I'll reduce my token down to 3 a second. How do I... There we go. I want it on 3. Right, here we go. So I'm gonna do my damage. I'm gonna also spend a Slayer die to add an extra d6 on top of this attack. Also, do I have my feature that I can do? Yes, I do. So I'm gonna spend as part of my me attacking. I'm gonna add +1 to my proficiency as I focus down on this enemy in front of us.
Okay.
So I've essentially got 3 proficiency right now. So this is gonna be. I'm gonna do this on the dice roller because there's a couple various die. So 3d10 plus 1d6. +3.
Nice.
24 points of magic damage. As Vanier comes up to near the base of this creature, hoping that some of the cold magic might part free some of the magma as he punches this thing in the gullet, in the stomach area.
Ooh, okay. 24 damage is severe damage. So yeah, as your blow connects, the force of the primal nature of the Arctic winds that emanate from your gauntlets, there's a huge kind of blast of steam as you hit the superheated body of this creature, but it cools one of the plates cools one of the plates on its body enough that it then cracks as the heat underneath kind of radiates back through it, and the sudden brittleness causes it to crack and break away, and the Stolmarga kind of recoils away from you as it kind of leans in and you crack it around the side.
With that, worrying about what this creature could do to more squishier types, just as part of my movement, I will just jump towards Alfric to try and be a bit more of a shield.
Okay. I will say, as you go to move, you notice that the ground underfoot seems significantly less stable than it was a moment ago, and you wonder if the crack in the ground might spread, the hole in the crust might expand.
In that case, if I know that and I can feel us breaking down, I say
in that case, screw Alfric. I'm going backwards.
Everyone stand back. As I will. I mean, I can't drag Alfred out of the way, so because I've already done my action, I will just step back 1.
Okay.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that is it.
That's your turn. Okay. In which case, I'm going to... I want to go. I'm going to spend a fear. Drop myself to 2. The Skullmarga will activate, and as you you've just connected with its side and its head's whipped sideways, it kind of lets out that warbling, reverberating, ringing shriek, and then as it turns back to you, you see the teeth that line the inside of its jaws, or the inside of its mouth. They begin to rotate like rock grinders as it launches itself at you, Vanier.
I moved as well, so I was assuming that would make some noise to the creature, or vibrations for the creature.
Quite possibly. That is a... Oh, it's a 5.
Nope.
So its head slams down to where you were a moment ago, and then it kind of lifts its head up, screeches in seemingly irritation, and it will then disappears back into the lava. Yes, Georgia, that's right. And the magma is kind of thick and opaque enough that as it disappears under, there's a kind of a vacuous as it descends under the surface, but you realise you can no longer see or sense its presence. I'm going to pass on to someone else who wants to go next. Oh, beg my pardon. As it does, vacuous bubble, boop, the bubble pops, hurling kind of magma up into the air, and they don't hit the ground, because the motes of lava kind of coalesce and turn into what appear to be living elemental motes. Now that's the end of my turn. Someone else can go.
Oh boy.
If I can hit it when it comes up, I have ranger's focus, so I kind of want to wait for it to go back up again, and then that would be fabulous. If anyone can do anything before it comes up again.
Looking around us, what is the situation of the area we're trapped in? Is it kind of like a bowl of rock?
For all intents and purposes.
I assume sort of up above us, the hole we fell through with.
Yeah.
Any chance of escape, or are we very much stuck here with this creature?
Currently, it doesn't look great.
Okay.
Doesn't look great, but there is a Stolmarga arguably trying to eat you, so dealing with that might extend your life expectancy slightly. Slightly, just a little bit. Yeah.
For a couple of minutes, when the lava gets us.
You probably all heard Vanya mention, like, step back, pointing towards your feet.
So yes, Vanya has shouted that there is loose footing underfoot. So yeah, who's going next?
Can I jump onto Vinny?
Yep.
And how far can I get back with an agility roll? Can I get quite far? Like, if I came, like, down here, for example?
Yeah, so you can go...
Like, onto around here would be...
Yeah, that's
perfect.
fine. That's fine.
Yeah. So if I hopped onto Vinny, and I can use an experience as well.
Heckin' fast. We've lost a Nate.
Oh, Nate's gone down.
Nate is dead. Wait, hold. Hold. That does not work. Oh no. Okay, we will hold for Nate.
No worries.
So yeah, well, actually, carry on, and we'll just go map.
I just need to move. Yeah, so I will get on to Vinny, and I'm gonna try and get all the way down there. So, do you want me to make an agility roll before I move to see if I can get as far as I would like?
Yes. So for effect, well, so you can go. You can basically make it to give or take the bridge. Normally, and then agility will let you then go all the way.
All the way. Yeah, I would like to go all the way, please.
Yeah.
So if I do normal, and then I'll add on a 11, 12, 13, 14 with experience. That get me
14.
with
Yes.
hope.
Yes, it will.
Fact.
So if you move yourself along, and remember to update your hope when you get a chance.
Well, I just spent a hope to do an experience, so it
True.
down and up. It's all good. Fabulous. As I run across, do I feel like anything rumbling beneath my feet, perchance? Or does it feel like the ground is sinking, giving away, or is it still?
I mean, worryingly, like the whole arena is almost kind of vibrating because the lava is being churned up by the. You know that the Skullmarga is swimming underneath you somewhere, sensing for your vibrations. But it's difficult. It's all but impossible to pass where it is because everything's still shaking somewhat.
No problem. As I can't hit it. I will fire an arrow at, because I'm in far range now, at one of the little magma boys, please.
Yep.
So Riri, on her trusted mount, fires her... Is an agility weapon? Yes. Bow she gets a 10.
A 10. You fire the arrow, and the sheer heat of everything around you, like the arrow ignites and just sort of like the head comes away from the shaft and it just falls to bits before it reaches the elemental moat. Bums.
Says Riri.
Who's going next? Who's going after Riri?
Start moving.
I suppose Alfric will just hurry back from the edge of the lava. I think that's all he can really do currently. None of his spells are particularly useful, but he will hurry out of danger.
Gotcha.
He'll head over here.
Yeah, so you step away from and you can see, there are lines of warm light beginning to emerge through the cracks in the crust as this hole left by the Skullmaga gets larger and larger. So no spells end of turn?
No, I don't think he can really do much, but he will get out of harm's way.
Sure. Go, not Cal. Well, maybe Cal. Who's going next?
I can go next. I think Cal, watching what's happening, it's all a bit of a shock. He's trying to assess the situation as best he can.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to move around and attack the same moat that Rengami attacked, because he's no good unless he's attacking in melee range. So he's going to have to just take some of those chances. So I think he's going to come round.
So as you go clockwise around the
lava.
Yeah.
So around here, and then attack the moat. He's also going to activate his unstoppable thing, which is a class feat of his that he's not using because he's an idiot. I'm an idiot, not Cal. Just in case. So yes, we're going to use that. So that gives me resistance to physical damage, increases my current armor score by my proficiency, and adds the total of my unstoppable die to my damage die total, and cannot be restrained or vulnerable. So very useful. And I'm just going to hit this moat with my broadsword as hard as I can. So we're going to go with that. So that's a 16.
That is a hit. It is blisteringly hot this close to it, but that is a hit. Your sword strikes true.
Fantastic. I just realised that's incorrect. My mistake. That's the damage. So that means us roll that again.
Okay.
So
I've seen now. Yep.
That is that is damage.
Yeah, sorry, that was my mistake. I was just being very cocky. No, let's go.
Everyone just assumes he hits every time.
It's still a 16, so it's all good.
Fine. And 16 damage?
And we'll just go with that. We'll do 16 damage
16
plus
damage.
the 1 for the unstoppable dice. I assume that's how it works.
Yeah.
Because that's what it says it will do.
Okay, so 17 damage total?
Yeah, 17 damage total, please.
Okay, in which case, as you swing your sword, it cuts into this this kind of amorphous like orb of flame. It reminds you of the floating magma orbs up on the surface, the one that floated through your camp last night. But this is, there are sputters and spurts of flame and kind of superheated rock and kind of moving across it. Almost like it has this kind of destructive personality to it. But as your blade carves into it from right to left, the two halves of the mana moat just kind of separate and just splutter and collapse to the ground in sparks, like hot fiery sparks. Cool. It dies. Anything else, Cal?
Well, I think really at the moment, I think he's just going to prepare himself for when this, is it Stolmaga, as that fire worm appears. So I think he's just going to be just very much on the offense, ready to take a swipe at it when it appears, and just watching as carefully as he can, because that's really all he can do right now. He can't predict where this worm is going to come from, so he's just waiting.
Got you. Okay. Let's see.
Did you see Nate's message?
Let me know when it's good to come back in. Now. Now.
Also, that was a roll with fear, wasn't it?
It was a roll with fear. Ooh. Okay, I can do this now. Hi, Nate. Welcome back.
Hello. Sorry about that.
That's all right. The wheels have not fully come off the bus yet. So I'm going to take the fear initially, and then I will decide. Actually, you know what? I'm going to immediately spend that fear, and as punishment, Nate, the elemental motes are going to group attack you.
No.
And they fly towards you and make an attack. They assail you with little bursts of flame. Make one shared attack roll. What's a 13 looking like?
Is that against my evasion? Because that is
Yes.
going to hit. Yeah.
Okay. So in which case you do, they deal 14 magical damage to you in total.
I am going to spend an armor slot, and I will put that down to a minor damage.
Okay. In which case that's their turn over. We've got it's just Azakar left.
I take it someone's already blown up one of the little elementals then.
Cal did a choppy.
Let me see. Let me see if there's something. Have I got anything that strikes? Yes, I do. Stress the target and additional target in the range of the same attack roll. Okay, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my spirit weapon to make an attack. To let it fly from my hand to make an attack on one of the elementals.
Okay.
And I can also mark a stress to target an additional in range.
Okay.
Oh, blah, 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 blah. Sorry, give me 2 seconds.
Daisy has had her dinner and has returned.
Oh, it's a lovely 20. Plus 3, so that's a 23.
23, that is a hit.
Nice. That is a 6. Plus 1, so that's 7 magical damage, and I will mark a stress to also attack the same. So my blade is gonna like swing out of my hand, go for and basically sort of like do a boomerang
spin around you.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Both of them.
In which case, as you do this very neat kind of sword sweep around you, much like with Cal, the Holy Blade cleaves through one of the motes, comes around to the other side of you and cleaves through the second before it returns to your hand, and doing any amount of damage kills them.
Taking what Vanya said after he's done that, I'm going to move back 1 as well,
okay.
away from the edge.
And is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay. In which case, at the start of the next round, sure enough, the cracks underfoot continue to give way until it forms a large, almost 25 foot wide hole in the crust. I'm going to spend a fear right now. I'm going to drop myself to 1. And I'm going to... Decisions. Decisions. Tell you what, who moved the furthest? It was Rayri. It was Rayri.
I'm a rock.
It
I'm on a little
was.
rocky.
It was Rayri.
On a rock.
So first things first, Rayri. Can I please have an agility reaction roll, please?
If I'm still on Vinny, can I still be fast as heck?
If you want to spend the hope, yes.
I'm also a hide and seek champion. So, you know.
I think hide and seek champion works better for this actually. But...
I'm a hide and seek champion. I am the rock.
But yes, please make me the... You can use the experience if you want to spend the hope.
I will spend the hope. That's a 26.
Okay.
I just... into the rock. You don't even know that I'm there anymore.
In which case, as another whole... like the ground beneath you erupts as this Skolmarga like bursts from the magma, like heading straight up. You avoid like the bits where it has emerged, so you're not flung. But as it does emerge, it will. So it reappears. Hello. Hello. As it reemerges from the lava, it then, like, as you're still somewhat off balance, it then launches at you for 19 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hit.
Okay, and you will take
no, thank you.
21 damage.
That's a lot of damage.
That's 11 physical and 10 fire for what it's worth. But yeah, as like it sort of like chomps at you, it kind of as it swings by you, the ridges on it kind of scratch and scrape you and kind of cut into you, and you're knocked into the rock as it emerges with another noise.
I'm going to spend an armor slot, take that down to major damage, but I still take 2
Okay.
hit pointies.
So that is its turn. Who wants to go first?
I just got further enough away so I could be in range. Out of range. So I could... bloody hell.
I feel like, honestly, if Cal heard Rayri, like, it obviously... they've all like stepped back expecting this monster to appear kind of in front of them, to then just hear like from afar probably Rayri cry out and then the monster cry out. I feel like, I don't know about the others, but I think Cal will be running over there. I don't know if Vanya also wants to join in and we can do something tag teamy.
Tag team.
You gotta save the baby.
Gotta save the baby's breath.
Tag team.
Yeah, because you've got your like cold thing going on.
Yeah.
So that could be an interesting combination. I don't know what exactly. But I have enough hope to pull it off. I mean, I'm quite happy.
I got an interesting idea, but it depends if
for
the DM will let the idea happen. Okay.
I mean, you punched you punched an enemy into a magma ball last time. So
it's more of because I'm worried about the crust area around the snake. Knowing that it's loose, I don't want any of us to necessarily be left standing on one of these little patches. However, these stalagmite things that partly what Ray's on, I'd assume would be more stable than the little flat bits.
That is a bold assumption that stretches my ability for Foundry to just lay a tile over this map.
I mean,
perhaps you're right. Up until the application of high velocity Skullmarga, that's which does wonders for loosening foundational stability. But you're absolutely right. Not only is Rayri now kind of all but in the jaws of the Skullmarga, but for all intents and purposes, the entirety of that little island she's on is going to descend into the magma.
I think so. My idea was originally is to try and launch Cal to strike at this creature's head, but also fly over enough to miss the area of loose tile. Was my thinking. Because otherwise, one of us is going to be, or both of us could potentially be on there. He'll go down, and we'll just go.
I don't have my one good spell.
Levitate, go.
Levitate.
I still have the one spell that is getting good in my arsenal.
Genuinely, my brain has just gone to Cal, like rodeo in this one currently. He's that annoyed.
But can you ride a levitating worm?
Yes. Do you levitate onto the worm?
Oh, yeah. I like that. Yes.
I don't know if I can move you levitating. That's the problem. I don't know if I can.
No, it's fine. You just want this worm out.
Yeah, but if you just pulled the worm out of the lava, then the lava's out of the worm. That's really, you know what I mean? It's useful.
You can take the worm out the lava, but you can't take the lava out of the worm.
Yeah.
Let me just check for any restrictions. I think it's actually worded quite.
It's very
loosely.
And move a target you see into the air within close range of where it currently is. So I can lift and move this doggy.
Please move it closer to us lot so we can bat it.
Bat it like a piñata.
I'm not entirely sure if the rulebook allows for a triple tag team, but I will allow it. This will
the official rules aren't out yet. Let's go.
Right. We've got until like March time. So it'll be Alfric and Vanier that need to pay the 3 hope each to join in on the tag team.
Yes.
I'm paying it.
Got that. Yes.
I'll ship it.
Skullmarga, I hardly knew ya. That's okay. So, please move tokens, because right now the 3 of you are staring gormlessly at this big lava tentacle that's bam, smacking Rayri about.
So just to clarify,
yes,
is Cal still rodeoing the worm? Because I didn't really get.
I can get closer to you first, and then.
Okay, cool. Yeah, sure. We can do that.
Because if I move down, then it can fill the space between me and Cal, right?
Yeah, but then it's closer to the big lava pool that is created for itself.
What about this space here between?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So if I move down, I'm just going to move my token so you can see. Then it fills the. One up. It fills the space here.
Yeah. Levitate it in that space.
Yeah,
so
levitate it in that
close
space.
to its counts as close to its current.
So very close. So that's 10 feet. Ish. Well, that would still bring it to about there, which is still close enough for us to bash.
And not technically in its pool, I think.
Okay, so. I think a lot of it, like, I will ask that the hope is spent, but it sounds like a lot is contingent on Alfric levitating it in the first place. So, hope being spent, we'll first ask Alfric to levitate it. And then, if it is successfully levitated, then Cal and Vanier can make their attack rolls. But if it doesn't get levitated, then the attack rolls will miss. In big inverted commas.
Come on, Alfred. Do some good.
Roll that presence check. Have you
Right,
got
I'm
an
gonna roll
experience? Oh no, you are out of hope. Never mind. You will be out of hope.
Yes. So I've spent the hope.
Okay.
So now I roll a spell casting.
Yeah.
roll.
Roll, dog. This roll.
Alfric, how much do you need?
So he rolled a 7.
Can you spend multiple prayer dice? Is all I'm going to ask. Oh, you can. Okay. Well.
I mean, I didn't get that great a prayer dice anyway, but it depends on how much you need.
So much.
More than 10?
More than 10. Okay.
I believe
I can give you all my prayer dice, and that will get you up to 11.
Hey?
No,
You're
you
saying-
need more than 10 extra, I think.
Oh, 10
It
extra.
needs to be 17.
Oh,
No.
well, then.
Like currently the roll is what? 10? Because it's 7 plus 3, I assume.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So currently we're at 10. It needs to be higher than that. But
Than
I'll
10.
let you
Okay.
decide how hard you want to pray. Have we got a quad tag team on here?
I can give you 4 points basically to boost you up. If you feel like it will do anything.
4 total.
4 total, yeah.
Okay. It's up to you. It's up to you, Nate. How hard does Azakar believe?
He's lost
How
all
hard
hope
is
for
he
the moment.
Frick.
Yeah, I can. What do the? I can give you 10. I can give you 4. That's all I'm good at for the moment.
Are you heading out the 4 to take us to 14?
I wonder. No. Yeah.
I feel like it's got to be more than 14
It.
to levitate that boy.
Is there anything else we can do?
I can't buff myself, unfortunately. I've got very good group buffs, but no me buffs.
No, there's nothing else I can do, I'm afraid. I can only give you the 4. Do you think it'll be enough?
We'll find out.
Go on then. Have the 4 prayer dice. Bump it up to. So it's 13. Yeah.
Okay.
Bump it up to.
And then I'm going to cast
17.
Recant on myself. So I forget the last 3 minutes.
Okay. Skullmarga bursts through the crust of the ground, knocking Rayleigh back into the rocks as she bounces off it. It grinds its body against her, and you hear Rayleigh scream out. Cal and Vanier, as you look to... Well, there is a momentary glance between the two of you as you both break into a sprint towards Rayleigh and the Skullmarga. And Alfric, seeing that... Well, having an idea of what needs to be done, as you pull your violin out and begin playing the song... The same song that you used to save Azakar, to bring the fight in the tavern in Isle Ridge to a relatively quick close. As you play that, the Skullmarga seemingly slows as if it's being affected by some sort of external force. And then it thrashes and it lowers back into the magma. You needed a 15.
Oh!
So yeah, Azakar, even as you will Alfric on, the creature is just slightly too large, and the spell fails to take hold, and it falls back into the lava. Cal, so this is still officially your turn. You can move, but your attack, for all intents and purposes, is well.
Does that take my 3 hope as well?
Correct.
Yeah.
You could move in and chop at it, but then you'd be in the danger zone. Danger zone!
But then, the Stormlord could still attack Rayleigh again, and I'm not very concerned about this. It's not in character for Cal to not hit it, so he is going to, in a rage, rush over anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to come as close as he can to Rayleigh, so if he needs to, they can jump off together later. And he's going to hit this thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Roll
Cool.
to. So yeah, the thing is thrashing as it kind of resists Alfric's levitation, but as you come in with your short broadsword and spell eater.
Yeah. Okay.
16 does hit. I will take the fear for now. But yeah, roll for damage as you launch into the thing.
Yep, I'll do dual build for this one, and then because of my unstoppables have hit it, it's now +2 on top. So, that's great, isn't it? It's 11 damage.
11
Let's go.
Damage is major damage. It takes 2 hit points.
Actually, can I scratch that? I'm so sorry. Can I mark a stress instead and take the maximum value of my damage dice, please?
Zip. So maximum damage, which would be so 2d8, 16 plus 8, all in total with your unstoppable. So 26 damage.
Yes, please.
Yep, mark the stress.
Mark the stress, yep.
That is severe damage, and it takes 3 hit points. Okay, so Cal, in a fury, as you you are lightning quick. That is one of your experiences. But as you kind of screech across the crust, 2 blades lodge into the side of the creature, and you feel this kind of internal gas buffet you, and it you have to turn your face away as it you can feel the top layers of your skin burning away from the proximity of this thing, and in this moment you acknowledge that with your 2 blades lodged in its side, you are for all intents and purposes dangling over a pool of magma. Anything else?
I yell at Rayleigh to get the F out of range as quickly as possible.
Okay. Who's going next?
I will get the F out of range as quickly as possible.
Okay.
First.
Uh-huh.
Vinny's gonna bite him.
Okay.
He's a mean man.
Do a little chomp.
Vinny's gonna do a chomp because Vinny don't like it. Don't like him. He's a nasty man. 12. That's a 12.
It's a 12. It's a 12. It's a 12. It's a 12. That's also a fear for me. So Vinny does Vinny goes in. You know when you try to feed a dog, if you try to feed a dog hot food, and they'll do the face. Yeah, that happens. Vinny seems uninterested in eating the hot worm, which is not a sentence I thought I'd say.
Eat your dinner.
Yeah, so you know that the ground underfoot is going to crack. Cal is currently hanging off the side of this thing, and you know that this thing is also prone to taking a lava bath.
Is there a way? Is there I don't think I can grab you. I'm just gonna move. Is there any way that I could take? I don't think I can take. Can other people use my mount? Can we all use the mount? Can we all get on Vinny?
I mean, Vinny's quite big for you, right? It would be like a grown adult.
It would be like a grown adult trying to ride a goat.
Imagine 4 grown adults and a small child riding a Shetland pony.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
it could work.
You could do it, and we can see how it pans out.
Fine. All right, Riri, taking Cal's advice, is going to move back as far as she can.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. We've done this before, and then it bit me in the ass.
Oh, I'll get Cal.
He's a bit distracted now, though. He's a little
Yes.
bit distracted. He's got two very sharp things in him, so he's going to hopefully take it out on me and not you.
This is true.
Maybe if I go, I feel like corners are there.
Okay. Okay. So you move slightly away from it onto what I guess what you call the mainland.
The mainland.
Anything else?
I would like to spend my 3 hope on my ranger's ability that ups my evasion.
Okay, cool. So if you deduct that in Foundry, end of turn.
Yes, please.
Ooh.
Don't do it.
No, you may not.
Why?
Because
I rolled with fear.
Oh, you rolled. Oh.
Because the Stolmarga is going. So first things first.
Bring it on.
It's going to as the Stolmarga kind of recoils from the attack, Cal, it kind of almost folds itself in two to kind of crush you between the stony plates that form its protective layer. That's an 8 to hit, which I assume does not hit.
Does
okay.
not hit.
Very good. In which case, I'm going to ask you very delicately
Yep.
for an agility reaction roll
Sure.
as it then submerges.
Okay, so I also have feline instincts, so
Ooh.
hopefully, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. This is why I was like, "Come on, Cal, you can do this. You can do this." I sang this right, so that's 10. But I have an ability, feline instincts. So when you make an agility roll, you can mark a stress to re-roll your hope die, but you must take the new result. So what's my hope die?
A 2.
Hope die was a
Probably
2.
rolled it.
So basically, can I just re-roll a d12, yeah? And
Yeah.
then that can be the...
Yep.
Okay.
So it'll be whatever you roll plus 8. Are you spending the experience? Sorry, the ability is the feline.
This is an ability, yeah.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
So we'll
So
see
yeah,
how
whatever
it
you
goes.
roll plus 8, so basically you need a 6 or more.
okay, thanks for that. Wait, I can't look.
Hey!
Oh, okay.
It's heated on the 5. Okay, so in which case, as the Skullmarga sort of like kind of tries to crush you, that doesn't work. It whips around a bit and then it kind of lengthens, like straightens out, and then you feel like the body begin to sort of like compress on itself, and there's a sudden lurch in your stomach as you drop. But you're able to plant your feet on the side of the creature and kick off just in time for it to disappear back into the lava. You land like basically where you are and not in the lava with it, but as it splooshes out to a boop, boop. 2 more motes of lava splash out from its submerging, and they block your way somewhat. That is the Skullmarga's turn. Who wants to go next between Alfred, Vanya, and Azakar? Vanya?
My aim. Could I possibly use my turn to run over to Cal and drag Cal away? I won't attack, I'll just drag Cal out of the area.
Okay. That sounds absolutely fine. Cal, are you happy being fireman lifted out of imminent lava death?
I think he'll be a bit surprised. I think Cal is in like such massive battle mode that all of a sudden Vanya's coming up and sweeping him Fireman's left side. There'll be a bit out of it a bit, but yeah, sure, he won't resist. He'll just be a bit like it was taken by surprise.
Okay. Vanya, in which case you absolutely can. I reckon if you're doing a gotta go fast. That was the wrong button. I reckon it's there.
As part of my whole move.
50, yeah. Basically, you could pretty much drag the two of you next to Rayri. So
yeah,
you can kind of run onto that little island, scoop up.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
So
Grab Cal and drag you both
like
out.
to do that, please.
Okay. In which case, the two of you plonk yourselves next to Rayri.
So say if I get to like there, and Cal can go.
Cal be like there. Something like that. Cool. Wonderful. So, anything else, Vanya, or is that?
So yeah, in this moment, it would be like as the snake comes out and he sees Cal like fall onto this like very loose-looking bit of molten. Vanya just darts off. Obviously grabs Cal in such a surprise, drags him back. It's like, watch your feet, and yeah, just drags you to Rayri and like, are you okay?
I'm fine. You both okay?
Yes, better watch your feet. And he starts looking around for the snake thing, where it's gonna come next.
Who's going next, Alfric or Azakar?
We've already pretty much known that the only way to sort of get out of here is up, isn't it?
Correct.
And Alfric, if we all got on Vinny, and then Alfric levitated all of us. Just saying.
Turns out Vinny's had opposable thumbs all this time, so he can just grab you with his human hand paws and then hold Rayri in his teeth, and then you can just...
I think I'll stay in the lava.
Is it better if they're more human-like rather than dog-like?
No.
Like if they are just human hands on the bottom of dog legs? Does that make it better?
Like sort of like salad fingers, just really long ones.
And they tippy tappy like that as he walks. He's actually like a millipede. He just... Okay, very good. Yes, so who's going first? Alfric or Azakar?
I mean, if there is a huge amount again that Alfred can do, but how are we doing health-wise? We all good? We all
good shout. I've only taken 1 HP.
I've taken 2.
I've taken 2.
In that case, Alfred will panically swing around his violin, and he will play in this lava-ridden wasteland a relaxing song, which heals you all for 1 hit point.
Ooh.
Is this the volcanic equivalent of like the band on the Titanic?
Yeah.
Just
like tears streaming down.
Tears which are immediately evaporating from the heat. Okay.
So we all get 1 health point back.
Yes, you all heal. Brilliant. 1 hit point.
Amazing.
Thank you so much.
So that was Alfred's turn.
Yeah. He's like, what are you doing? Oh, that's quite nice.
Okay. Anything else, Alfric? Do you want to move?
Let me just say, I'll probably get away from this expanding lava hole. So he'll head backwards as he plays. Actually, no, he'll head forwards as he plays. Because otherwise he'll go out of range of everyone. There you go. Okay.
Grand.
Just walking across the magma. La la.
You know what? We've had so much fun and festivities here that I think I need to sour the mood by interrupting once again. And this time, let's ask for.
I see where that cursor is going, Dan.
Let's ask for a little agility reaction roll, Azakar. Okay. Perhaps distracted by the beautiful song playing, as the Skullmarga bursts from the crust a third time even, you've rolled an 11. Unfortunately, as it breaches, you are firstly... Well, you are knocked up in... so effectively, the ground right underneath your feet is what erupts up, and you're launched up into the air as a car. It's going to knock you to far, which is basically 30 feet, so I'm going to plonk you all the way over there. But as you go, it's going to bite you for 23 to hit.
Yeah.
With a cheeky little 23 damage.
Good job I got that 1 HP removed. I'm going to spend 2 armor slots.
Okay.
Because that's what we're going with now. We can spend as many armor slots as we want to reduce. Cool. I'll spend 2 armor slots.
Yeah, spend them while you can. That's okay. So yeah, it bursts up and it lets out that kind of vibrating as it launches you, and like you feel one of your legs kind of get ground up by the teeth before you're hurled away. And I think that's its. Yeah, so that's its turn, and who wants it? It's Azakar next. So
I'm gonna go next.
You land on the other side of the cavern to everyone else. The Skullmarga between you and your companions. What do you do?
I'm going to move up a little bit, just a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Away from sort of like that from there. I'm going to use bolt beacon against him, or her, not just that. I'm going to spend a hope to use keen sight as well from my experience.
Okay.
There's a
Do
13.
You need to hit first?
Oh well, that was bolt beacon. Sorry, that was from my. Sorry.
That's all right. Well, we've got 13 damage, if nothing else.
Nice. So that's a 17 plus 3, so that's a 20.
As a hit.
Nice.
And then 13 damage.
And 13 damage. Was that with a hope? Yes. With that, I've got no one in. No, I'm gonna keep. No, I'm gonna use. I've got an ability called Second Wind.
Okay.
So it's when I make a successful strike on an enemy, I can clear 3 stress or 1 hit point. And so I'm going to clear 3 stress.
Okay.
And it's once per short rest.
In which case, as you've just been launched 30 feet through the air to land with a worrying crack to this somewhat fragile, like magma crust. As you've picked yourself up, launched yourself forward, and your bolt beacon, what does it look like?
He just sort of maneuvers his hands around to produce this bowl of lightning, and then just shoots it from the palm of his right hand.
Okay. Explain to me what happens, Nate.
As this worm sort of like is like coming up after this, probably sort of like with his sights right on Azakar, this bolt's going to just go straight through his mouth, and straight through the other side of his head.
Okay. In which case, yeah, as the kind of the radiant lightning arcs into it, you see it's like its insides kind of glow slightly through, like from the mouth hole, as the bolt illuminates it. and the sudden increase in power and pressure within it starts almost popping the spikes on its hide out, they start pinging off in different directions. The plates begin to crack and as they flex too much, and as the creature convulses and contorts and kind of twists itself into itself, it lets out a final and lands with a heavy thud, its head laying on the crust of the magma, and then you watch as it slowly begins to slide into the magma and disappear beneath the surface.
There goes dinner. There goes dinner.
There goes my special meal tonight. Why'd you do this to me, Dad?
So, as the Skullmaga disappears back under the surface, you know what? I think we can reward you all with big blood splatters. The cavern around you, as this thing kind of thrashes, in its death throes, you can feel the cavern around you almost kind of picking up in intent, the rumbling of the cavern you're in, and almost increasing with intensity with its death throes. And as it sort of lands, you can see kind of large cracks emanating out from where it's finally laid to rest. And as the walls shake, up in the northwest corner of the in the southwest corner of the cavern, so pretty much where Cal, Vanier, Rayri and Alfric are, a large chunk of the temple overhead, the floor kind of gives way and it collapses down into the cavern. Thankfully, not fully submerging, but it is beginning to sink, but you realise that it's, for all intents and purposes, creating a ramp that you will be able to head up in order to escape. But Azakar, you are on the other side of the cavern. So, for all intents and purposes, in round 3, what's everyone doing as Azakar is on the... has a sprint for life ahead of him. Who wants to start round 3, and we'll just do it real quickly narratively.
I want to go help Azakar.
Yeah, I was going to say I was going to reach for a hand, but
levitate. I can levitate.
Can I send Vinny? Can he take one person on his back?
I think he can probably.
I can take Azakar. If I threw Vinny over that, or get Vinny to run that way, I'm going to send Vinny. I just said, Vinny, oh, get him!
Okay.
Dragging him by the leg.
Is one of Vinny's actual experiences heckin' fast? Is that actually one of his?
Yeah,
it is.
Heckin' fast.
I will argue then.
Fast as heck.
Fast as heck. Okay. Vinny will need to roll.
And he's also a trusted mount, so
sure.
Those are the two.
Vinny will need to roll agility in order to get to Azakar and back, unless you want to spend a hope on fast as heck. Which will fundamentally mean that whilst the temple overhead is fully kind of crumbling into this volcanic pocket that you're in, whilst the 4 of you are kind of making your way up the slope, Vinny will have a cinematic leaping between falling rubble over lava to get to Azakar.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna roll my fast as heck and do my agility roll, I guess, to add on my
well, if you want to use the experience, I will let you auto pass it.
I use the hope.
Okay, you use the hope, and as Rayri splits off from Vinny, Azakar, you see this overly sized chihuahua bounding towards you, large head flopping from side to side as it goes, and between your acrobatic skill and Vinny's speed, you're able to Nate, paint me a picture of how your escape on the back of Vinny looks.
ridiculous, probably. Azakar will see Vinny sort of approaching him. Will not, delay, sort of grab hold of him and grab hold of the scruff of his neck and leap himself on. Majestically, like the stallion he is.
Yeah. Okay. In which case, the four of you clambering up the ramp to safety. The fire moats that spawned from the second pool, they've been crushed under the rubble, so we don't have to worry about them. But yeah, as you spent the hope on the experience, Rayri, Vinny and Azakar, well, Vinny carries Azakar to safety, and the six of you escape up the ramp out of this volcanic cavern. And as you sprint towards the entrance of the temple, with the ground kind of falling away behind you as you go, you hurl yourselves through the front doors into the fresh air, the relatively fresh air of the Merathisi valley that holds this temple, before the air is filled with dust and debris that billows out as the temple fully collapses in on itself behind you. And with that escape, I reckon we call a quick break.
Boofa.
So, congratulations. Wow. Congratulations on escaping the Naravidi temple. Out of the frying pan into the no way home, I guess. It's not quite a fire. But no, congratulations everyone on completing that. Yeah, we're going to take a quick break. If you're enjoying this, make sure to hit the like button. If you're watching on YouTube, if you subscribe, you can chat to us in chat. Chris here is probably quite lonely. It would be good if you're here and you're watching this, to have a little natter with Chris. If you're on Twitch, hi, hit follow because we're going to be streaming more and more often all the time. If you're watching this live, this coming Saturday, you can tune into Nate and Chris and some of us doing a Pride Caf live stream, so a live stream to raise some money for LGBT focused comic and arts-ness, I guess. Yeah, it's going to be a great time. I think that's it. Thank you for watching. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. Thank you guys for surviving. We'll see you in a bit. Bye!